Can you hear me? Laughing at how I sound.
Moments of calm, nothing left to be found. A mirror right in front of me, that's where I found an empty glass, reflecting that's a truth. It's telling what's not to be told. I need them mask. I'm a shapeshifter.
Okay.
Atlas masquerade. Heart in both face and mind.
I know.
Free for you to draw.
I'll leave out of here.
I'm a shapeshifter.
Nope.
Chained down to my core.
Sorry.
It's my fault. All this happened. I kept the calling card. Yes, it is your fault. It's late already. This soldier is still awake. This is kind of awkward. You can sleep on the sofa. Wait, shouldn't you sleep on the sofa so that Futaba can go ahead and sleep on the bed? I'm gonna go home. Like,
Well then.
let's call it a day and go to bed.
I can't tell you how to see me.
What the hell does Goro Akechi want with that?
That concludes the speech given by Representative Masayoshi Shido, who may be forming a new party. We now resume our coverage of the Phantom Thieves, the suspects for Mr. Okumura's death and others. The police have designated the Phantom Thieves as the country's most wanted fugitives, and have decided to reward anyone with information leading to the capture of the Phantom Thieves.
Look.
Those who provide information will be offered a reward of 30 million yen. And considering the high amount, it shows how extraordinary the situation has become.
30 million yen just to catch us, huh?
Reward money will be supplied by the police and the families of the victims. Further,
If I report you to the police and they arrest you, I supposedly get 30 million yen for it.
That's insane.
I hope you understand the situation you're in. Even people who didn't have an interest before will be on the lookout for the Phantom Thieves. And it'll happen every day, even at school. Why did this happen?
There was no choice.
That may have been true, but still. Well, how do I put this? I'm sorry I didn't realize it. It's also my responsibility that this happened. All I can do now is give you shelter. Just don't become desperate and do something reckless, all right?
Believe in me.
I won't sell you out. As long as you're here, there's nothing to worry about.
I feel bad about what we've done to the chief. I'm responsible too.
Did you see that reward? Perhaps we put too much pressure on them. With this, the Phantom Thieves have become public enemy #1. Exactly.
Man, I guess you like will never find out who the fuck you talking to, huh?
That will be when their curtain falls.
Great!
Can't believe how big the bounty is. We should look for Phantom Thieves ourselves. Akechi suggested they go to school. To school, right? Yeah, but let's not. There's been too many mental shutdown as it is. It's probably the end of us if we start sniffing around now. For 30 million yen, man. Can you let me dream a little? 30 million yen, yeah. Yo, you see the news? I had braced myself for this possibility. Actually having a wanted notice out for us feels kind of weird. I'm not sure we're going to get away this time. Our backs are too against the wall now. Discussing it here won't do us any good though. Let's talk more in person.
We're wanted now. And the reward's 30 million yen? What is this, a comic book? It feels so unrealistic, I can't help but laugh.
We're finally being treated as actual criminals.
I'm positive now. Remember all of those what-ifs I mentioned before? All of this was truly set up.
Yep. Whoever it was got you good.
How President Okumura ranked first, the Fad before that, even Medjed. It was all to make the Phantom Thieves famous. On top of that, we were lured to target Okumura. Yeah, the enemy likely planned to lay the blame on us from the start, after we gained popularity.
Then what about everything we've done until now? Are the people whose hearts we changed and thought were corrupt actually not?
No, because of Yusuke and I, the Madarame and Kaneshiro cases were coincidental. Wasn't that the case with Kamoshida, too? Considering what happened with the rankings, only the previous target would have been used to lure us.
What a cheap trick to use.
Cheap? It's nothing of the sort. There's the fake Medjed and the site's altercation. They might have even engineered the Fad around us. So much time and effort has been put into this. President Okumura probably wasn't their only target. Perhaps they intend to place all blame of past and future psychotic breakdowns on our group.
That's why I said we shouldn't jump into things so carelessly.
What, so this is my fault? Even you agreed to it in the end. And there was that thing with Haru at the time. How are we supposed to ignore that, huh?
I'm sorry. This was all because I one-sidedly decided that my father was a criminal. All I could think about was my fiancé. If I had only been able to cope with it more calmly. Haru?
It's not Haru's fault. I should have spoken up too when Principal Kobayakawa died.
Damn it! This is bullshit! God! Fuck! Ah!
Ryuji! Taking out your frustration on things doesn't help anyone!
Hey, what do you think? Why did we lose? What did we do wrong?
We lost sight of our goal.
It's probably because we weren't acting like ourselves.
Agreed. At the time, we only cared about the opinion of the general public.
Yeah, that really is it. I was so caught up in making a name for ourselves. I'm such an idiot! I became a phantom thief because I hated those same kinds of adults!
To think we had begun clinging onto fame and a place to belong, that our eyes had become clouded.
We were meant to be the righteous phantom thieves, but we lost sight of our original cause. I'm so irritated with myself. Makoto.
Damn it! I know that we've been set up, and that I was a complete idiot too! But still, it's so damn frustrating! Of course I want to do something about this!
Yeah. We'll be in deep water at this rate. However, we have no idea who we're up against, and whether they're an individual or an organization.
Furthermore, they must be in a position of power, or have powerful backers if they can go so far.
Are we really a match for this?
Should we end this now? I mean, things might get worse for everyone.
Hey, what should we do?
Fuck all that.
tails between our legs is exactly what they want. That's the same as dumping our aesthetics again, because we only care about our hides.
They gonna have to catch me, goddamn.
I see. I take back what I just said. I can't let it end like this. Absolutely not like this. Looks like we're settled on what we want to do. All that's left is how we go about it. Yeah.
Yo.
Hey, it's me. About me yelling earlier. Being framed and added bounty, it all felt like such bullshit. I lost it, I'm sorry. I know how you feel. You too? It was confusing. We're wanted criminals now. Maybe I haven't changed at all since the time we met up against Kamoshida. I wanted to be a Phantom Thief because I thought even someone like me could be a hero. It made me happy to be dependent on. Guess it all went straight to my head. I thought I could do anything if it was for justice, but that'll make me no different from my targets. I call them shitbags, but I must be the shittiest of the shitbags. I can't even joke about it. Things will turn around. You're right. I can start by changing who I am now. Thanks, Naruto. I feel like I can think straight now. I scared Haru Futaba, didn't I? I have to apologize to them soon. See ya. I got a message from Akechi. He wants us to gather in LeBlanc tomorrow after school. Who does he think he is trying to boss us around like that? Tomorrow, that's sudden. This is directly after the reward announcement. There must be a calculated reason for this. We'll be okay, right? We'll manage. Yeah, we're going to overcome this together. Regardless, I don't want anyone disturbing our pace anymore. Let's go about this calmly. Well, we'll see you all tomorrow. We reached a crucial moment. There's no point in fretting about it now, though. Let's just stay calm and wait for tomorrow. There's a bounty on our head. That means there's a time limit.
Okay.
You can't let things end here. We need to figure out who's behind everything.
I should write something.
I'm still trying to guess. Is it somebody we know? Or is it somebody we don't know?
Hey! Nice!
We're not done quite yet. This is just the beginning. That was a nice little meeting with each other.
An issue in which criminals do whatever they want under the name of justice cannot be left alone. Only now does the government speak of taking countermeasures, but their actions are too little, too late. The government as it stands has been left behind the times. It is obsolete. If this is a ship that's bound to a rotting dock and destined to sink, we might as well destroy it once. Let us end this chaos through my hands and yours.
He's a politician of the ruling party, isn't he?
I heard they're splitting up to form a new party, so an election might come before the year's end.
I'm gonna vote this time for sure. This man has my support.
You haven't voted until now? That's problematic as a member of society, you know.
Politics just never interested me before. But this politician seems pretty amazing. He's passionate and thinks of the future. I mean, someone like that should be prime minister. I'm definitely voting for him.
Well, I suppose that makes sense, since the other politician seems so unreliable.
Prime Minister, huh?
When you say that you want us to cooperate with you, what exactly do you intend us to do?
That's a good question. But might I have a cup of coffee first?
Quit effing around!
Please keep this short.
There's a bounty for information in addition to the arrest warrant.
Oh, yeah.
Quite desperate measures. I'm referring to Sai-san's actions. I assume all of you are at your wits' end as well. She must be considerably vexed if she's gone that far. Make headlines with the arrest warrant, then use incentives to get testimonies. It's not a bad method.
The police have nothing on us. There's no way they can make an arrest.
True. I'm the only one who's ascertained your true identities. However, the groundwork for fabricating testimonies and concocting a culprit are underway.
We don't care about that self-gratification. Get on with it.
I'll be blunt. I'm thinking of triggering a change of heart in Sai-san. I've already discovered that she has a palace.
Huh? Really?
Is this to prevent the investigation agency's recklessness?
Precisely.
Still, there's no need to change her heart just for that.
Indeed. It's hard to believe that a single person can fabricate all that.
Unfortunately, that's not the case. What if I told you that those around her would turn a blind eye to false evidence?
You saying the police would do such a thing?
Yeah. We do it every fucking day here.
It seems they're more trusted than I thought. Their priority is settling the situation. They don't care who the supposed culprit is.
No!
They're completely rotten!
My objective is to find the true culprit. That must be the case for all of you too. However, the current situation is extremely bad.
If worst comes to worst, someone unrelated will be set up as the culprit, huh?
Our only solution to this is to make Sai-san come to her senses. If she's in her right mind, she can stop this situation. Her sense of justice wouldn't allow it.
So that's why...
The truth will be covered up, and an innocent civilian's life will be destroyed. I can't allow such a thing to happen. My own ethics won't stand for it.
I mean... I guess I can understand how you feel.
And changing Sai-san's heart will be to protect her as well.
How do you mean?
If the true culprit were to learn that she's responsible for the investigation, what would happen?
The true culprit will kill her.
I'm certain they'll aim for her life. She's the perfect target to place blame on the Phantom Thieves. So how about it? Will you agree to my plan?
Even though you're particular about being just, you're willing to get your hands dirty?
It can't be helped in order to ascertain the truth. There is also one more merit in changing Sai-san's heart. It will become a warning to not mess with us. They can't go public if someone in the investigation has a change of heart. It'd show their corruption. All that's left from there is for me to discover the identity of the true culprit.
What do you mean?
You're gonna tell us to announce our disbandment once the real culprit is arrested, aren't you?
As expected from Onijima. So, what do you say? I don't think it's a bad deal for either of us.
Makoto, what's your take on all this?
It's a well-made plan. It even takes putting an end to our team into consideration.
I'm flattered to hear that.
Why are you willing to do all this, Akechi-kun? Why do you seek justice?
Because of sickening human beings. Yes. My contempt for such people drives my sense of justice. It isn't some grand reason like society's sake or some lofty ideal. It's simply an absurd grudge. And extremely personal.
Dude.
You know, doesn't he remind you of us?
You think?
I can't really explain it, but I guess it's how some disgusting adult pissed him off.
We're similar, hmm? Maybe that's why I thought that I could ask this of you all. Won't you cooperate with me on the mission to change Sai-san's heart?
We ain't got a choice, I guess.
Thanks. I was actually rather worried there. This mission can't succeed without your cooperation, after all.
The Phantom Thieves will be disbanded, and everything will work out. I pray it does.
Mako-chan.
I'm okay. I never brought it up until now, but the reason I joined the Phantom Thieves is because I wanted to change my sister's heart. I was hoping it'd never come to pass, though. I've also known for quite some time that she has a palace.
Why didn't you tell us?
It was too selfish of a reason. Though I was too scared to look any further into it on my own.
Why don't we try going there now to scope the place out? A lot of this will be new to me, so I'd like to get myself accustomed to it too.
I'm sorry, I actually have plans today.
I see. That's unfortunate.
Will you tell your sister about this? Of course not. It's just...
You seem awfully evasive today. Is something the matter?
I just can't make time today.
Let's call it a day then, and resume this tomorrow.
I'm sorry, everyone. Wasn't Makoto acting a bit weird?
This is about her sister.
Well, I guess that can't be helped. Regardless, it all starts tomorrow. I hope this goes well.
Okay.
A palace? In me? Not only that, Goro Akechi? Then the Phantom Thieves targeted me as per his advice? And he had already experienced the metaverse by the time of the Okumura case? That can't be. I mean, he never said a word. Although, his attitude did change suddenly around that time. Akechi-kun kept quiet about the most important details, and my own sister may be a Phantom Thief? If this is all true, I'm appalled as the commander of this operation. I alone was kept in the dark. So you became convinced of another's existence through the 2 mental shutdown cases. And if you were apprehended while falsely accused of those crimes, that villain would still be loose. That's why you targeted me? Not for your own preservation?
You believe me now?
Believe you? I'm just considering it as a possibility. Then again, if you wanted to evade capture, triggering my change of heart wouldn't guarantee anything. Your actions as Phantom Thieves would still be met with hostility. No. If this villain does exist and is setting up your group, I would be targeted next. Did Makoto come up with that speculation?
What are you talking about?
Perhaps I'm overthinking things. Hey! You need to keep your focus. It seems you're completely worn out, but the look on your face isn't one of defeat. Why is that?
Justice wins in the end.
I'm amazed. It seems you can still talk. When you were arrested, a man at the scene told you that you were sold out, correct? Those words normally hint at the existence of a traitor. However, if your story till now is true, one reason can be concluded. It's frustrating to admit, but at a certain point... No, most likely from the start. I was a mere puppet.
So somebody betrayed me in the group?
Someone set up only to bear responsibility later. Someone intended your arrest, and the minimal staff directly involved were in their pocket. And if that's the case, true integrity would side with you.
Who the fuck would betray me? In the group. Or did I know?
Right.
Ryuji?
I'm jumping to conclusions. I don't believe your story yet. There's something I need to confirm with you. Was a change of heart triggered in me? What happened in the time between entering my palace and your arrest? Tell me everything.
Who the hell will betray me? Damn. I can't even... It better not be Ryuji, man.
This favor you need? It's
That's
late
gonna be fucked
already.
up.
We'll be going to Nijima's palace, so I want to look into her. Things like her work ethic and relationships. It doesn't matter whether it's public or private. Those would help us come up with countermeasures in case we hit a roadblock in her palace. I can look up more, you know. Stuff like her repertoire of underwear. A girl shouldn't say things like that. You tell her too.
That's impressive.
Don't fall for it. Ahem. Also, I may be overthinking it, but my voice... Ow! Same as always. Let me finish first. There's something else we want you to look into.
Really? I can't know what y'all talking about? Okay. Maybe we'll come back to it. Who the fuck betrayed me? That's what I want to know. Or sold me out, rather. Man, let me fucking wait till I find out who it is. Stop and face the team. Let's announce new progress. Man, who could do that? I keep going back to Ryuji. I hope it ain't him. I thought he was cool. Where are we meeting today? Oh right, we were never told where to meet up. At the courthouse. Where's that? The government office district? Kusume Dashiki? Oh, indeed. I've never heard of that place. Never been there though. Me neither. It's not somewhere normal people usually go. Whoa, just looking at the map is impressive. The police department, Ministry of Justice, Public Prosecutor's Office, and Public Security. The Diet building is right near there too. For real, what kind of scary place are we going to? Won't get caught, right? According to Akechi, our identities haven't been discovered yet. So we are just going to plunge head first into enemy territory? Has anyone contacted Akechi? We're going to meet him there. Be on guard, everyone. We'll be heading into the lion's den. Alright.
So this is the courthouse. You can tell it's a revolting building just by looking at it. Let's hurry up and get started. Akechi, what did you find out?
I rarely get to see Sai-san directly, but I figured out her course of action. On the 20th, an investigation will likely be done at Shujin Academy, as well as the Sakura residence.
For real?
Then that means our time limit is November 20th.
November 20th. That's a ways away. It's gonna be a long-ass pilot.
This should be a substantially forced operation. I doubt it'll take place before the 20th.
We'll take your word. For now, we need to focus on infiltrating her palace.
I concur. And we should probably get going soon. After all, people like us standing around here is quite unnatural. Well then?
That's...
Huh? What about my smartphone?
This is the model I wanted! You're so lucky!
Really?
I'm so sorry. Until recently, Futaba was actually well...
It's okay. Sai-san told me the gist.
Oh, right. Akechi-kun, it may be best if you exchange contact info with everyone, too. Not just me.
That's true.
Ooh! I'll send everyone's contacts to you later.
Thanks. Well then, I hope we get along. I'll do my best.
So our positions are somewhat different. Akechi will be joining us for the time being.
Alright.
You got a good personality and good looks? Talk about cheating.
She's praising you, I believe.
Then shall we get started?
We need to figure out what Makoto Sis thinks this courthouse is, right?
I often hear her call it a place of competition in which she must always win.
A competition, huh? That sounds like Sai-san.
It'd be unbearable if we were put on trial for a reason like that. Although, a competition means it's a match of some sort. Might it be a martial arts ring?
Conditions have not been met. Then perhaps a stadium? Or maybe an arena? Conditions have
There are other competitions besides fighting and sports.
Gambling, then. How about a racetrack for horses? Other than that, there's pachinko, but does that count as gambling?
We played cards during the school trip.
Conditions have not been met.
What else is there?
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and warn you. Even though the palace, I could start it today. I think we just go in there to see something, then come back out. I think. I won't be able to start it until the 14th of November. So.
It must be a casino.
Candidate found.
I definitely see Sai-san in you.
Well, it's time we head in then.
Beginning navigation.
Casino.
Head right past there and keep a low profile.
That's it, huh? What's going on here? We are looking at the courthouse, aren't we?
Seems like it.
Let's go.
Right.
Casino, huh?
The courthouse is a casino.
Everywhere else seems to be a normal cityscape.
Isn't that...
The police station, yes.
I didn't know that the station and the courthouse were next to each other.
Our attire hasn't changed. That must mean we aren't considered threats or hostiles yet.
Right. Areas outside her courthouse palace must not be worthy of her attention. Wait, I always look like this. I'm special. Besides, I can't do anything in my cat form.
The police station's also part of her work area, though, whenever arrests are made for her cases. I've brought her food and belongings when she was sent on loan to the police.
We got no business with the cops, right? This might be the metaverse, but I don't want to go in a station.
That reminds me. He'll need a codename, too.
Codename?
Phantom thieves can't go around using the real names, right? It ain't cool either.
Just for reference, what is everyone else's?
Skull.
Mine's Fox.
We pretty much decided on them with how we look, didn't we?
What is it, Haru?
Oh, it's nothing.
Then, perhaps Karasu will be best for me. You know, like a raven.
Karasu. That's the same name as the dude from Yu Yu Hakusho. The one that what the dude name is? Kuwama fucked up.
Are your clothes all black or something?
The reverse, actually. If our codenames are to hide our identities, wouldn't that be better?
Karasu. He'd be the only Japanese-sounding one. Why not go with Crow instead?
All right. From here on out, you're Crow.
Got it.
Now then, let's head into the courthouse.
Crow, huh?
Now,
This is business as usual. First off, we need to find an infiltration route.
I'll just add this.
Music here is all jazzy and stuff. Oh wow. The little chick sings too. I think this is the first palace where she sings, right?
Okay.
Looks like we'll be able to sneak in from here.
Oh?
This means we're acknowledged as a threat, correct? Dude, you know, stealing stuff in that getup? It just means this way he thinks a rebel looks like. No, this is my mental image of a person who sticks to their justice. Well, I think your mask is more apt for piercing rather than sticking.
See.
That aside, the people in here look completely normal. But we're in Flashy Casino. There's no doubt this is a palace.
Oh.
Oh, right. Crow doesn't know too much about the cognitive beings, does he? I guess in addition to similar philosophy, kind of people exist based on the rule of perception. So that probably didn't make much sense because of all the fancy terms he was using, huh? In essence, since these ones look like real people, Sai-san's view of others is surprisingly undistorted. But considering what I see before me, it's difficult to believe it's not actually a real casino.
But
not all cognitions are normal though. In Futaba Ukomura's palace, we had to battle them. People may look normal, but we should be careful, particularly of those positions of power. Is that what you have got through every time? That's right. This is the first for me. I'm somewhat nervous.
Hey!
Just don't slow us down, Crow. I will not allow that to happen. Okay, it's time we head inside. Our deadline for this infiltration is November 20th. Any later and we'll get caught in reality. Of course, we'll need to secure an infiltration route before. We send a calling card as always. So the calling card wasn't merely for show, it's a necessary step. Will you please stop interrupting? My apologies.
Come on.
Well then, let's go. Well then, let us begin by securing our route. Okay. Yeah, me too.
see it.
Hey, it's where we started out at the beginning of the game. So we get caught here at some point.
I can feel it. Focus.
I remember this area. Can't go in there. Okay.
I have something. It's somewhere.
Welcome. Come on out, you petty thieves.
Whoa!
She can see us? You're after the treasure, are you not? Come down and I will tell you where it is. What? We're not going to fall for that trick like that. It's not a lie. I only wish to do this fair and square. You are going to run, are you? we should do as she says. There's no point in hiding any longer. So you've come. The treasure is located on the manager's floor at the highest point of this building. Why are you telling us this? It's as I said before. I wish to go about this in the fairest manner possible. First, I ask that you come up to my location. We will continue this there. Damn it, over there. It seems we'll be able to use that elevator to reach higher floors. Come, Joker, let us pursue her. And let's go after her, Joker. I'm not seeing no enemies. Not yet, at least. Authentication required. Please insert your member's card. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Member's card. Perhaps there's relation to a players club of sorts. I can't handle your technical speak. Just give me it straight.
Do you have a moment?
Casinos typically have a membership system called a players club. Some locations even have areas conjured off of particular ranks of players. Considering the setup of this place, I thought things may be similar here.
What?
That'll make this shit simple. Come on, let's join this player thingy. I would agree with you, but a shadow. As expected, registration will not be such a simple matter.
I see.
She must be daring us to challenge the security of this place to make it to her. Here it comes. No need to worry. I'll handle this. I need to prove my worth to you after all. I have high expectations.
Yes.
I promise to surpass even such lofty hopes as those.
Well then, let us begin. Don't worry, you can leave this one to me. Take them down, Robin Hood!
Robin Hood?
My skills exceed yours! Robin Hood! Persona! Go down!
Ooh, Joker, you're looking cool!
Do it!
There's Deathcore! You got it.
You're not so bad. And I am capable of much more. Now then, let us deal with the shadows quickly. Wait, does it sound like we're going to get ambushed based on what we heard earlier?
Right.
I agree. I like to deal with them as quick as we can. But now that we have an invitation group, I suggest we return for now and prepare. Very well, I trust your experience and judgment. Let us do that. Yeah. So I can tell you, we actually won't be going into the palace until the 14th. So the question is, do you want me to do some of this stuff off camera until I get to the 14th? Because all I'm going to be doing is getting my what you call it, confidants up until the 14th. That's all it's going to be. They were truly one surprise after another. I hope we can continue to strive and not work together. Agreed. We will need to explain the steps we take, though. That is unnecessary. First, secure an infiltration route, then send the calling card, correct? In doing so, the core of the ruler's distortion desires will manifest into a physical form. By taking that core, the change of heart will be triggered. I deduce the steps will be something along those lines. A+. It ain't easy as it sounds. Don't underestimate this shit. I'm not underestimating anything, I assure you. By the way, Medium and Shadow seem really confident. Yes, there's no knowing what may await. Let's continue cautiously. Very well. You will let me know when you enter the palace, yes? Of course. Perfect. I'll be available at any time you need me. That's enough for now. Let's prepare well for the coming task. Yes, my apologies for somewhat derailing this conversation. We will continue on. Takechi failure is not an option here. Yes, I will do my best to live up to all of your expectations. The cruel moment finally is here. Crucial. Let's give it all you've got. I'll try to play some tomorrow before Kingdom Hearts 3 come out. And get as far as I can.
Okay.
This is a rare opportunity. Let's still need them of hearts. It is really sour. There's even a bounty on you guys, but I seriously believe trustees are innocent. By the way, I changed up the survey question. It's already up in flames, though. It's a problem for me, too, if people don't think the Phantom Thieves are heroes. Just try and clear the stigma on your name as soon as you can, okay? I'm counting on you. The people are turning on us, even in the survey. Our popularity is really an all-time low.
Let's do it.
Okay. Stop here.